Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video I am going to be doing the makeup the way I did it in high school. Woo! I was talking to my niece recently and I was telling her about how in my day we never used makeup brushes, because I was thinking about how we would use like the little, things that came with your makeup. Occasionally somebody would have like a blush brush or a big powder brush that they got free with purchase at some department store, and that was pretty much the extent of the brushes scenario unless you were a professional. So I was getting to thinking maybe I should do a video about how I did my makeup in high school to show people how we did it in the 90s. And then I looked up on Clinique.com and I found every single piece of makeup that I used in high school. Like the same colors, the same product. So I was like, well, that's just a sign I gotta do this as a video. So let's get into it. All right, I went out and I got all this stuff. The packaging's exactly the same, like the way they were in '93, and it's crazy. It's so crazy. I also got makeup wedges because that's how I used to put my foundation on. I went and got the mascara that I used, Great Lash. Yeah, they pretty much had every single thing. The only thing that I don't have is I didn't buy the Clinique loose powder, but I'm going to use the Laura Mercier translucent powder in its place. I know it's lame, but I just couldn't get myself to buy a giant thing. I mean, it's a huge thing of powder, and I just couldn't do it. Sorry. But anyway, I'm going to go take my makeup off, and I'm going to change into something a little bit more 90s appropriate. I'll be back. This is dedicated to my girls from RHS. Alright, so I'm back. I have all my makeup off, and this is what I looked like freshman year of high school. And then my sophomore year is when my sister took me to Clinique to get taught how to put makeup on, and for my birthday, which was right before school would start, she got me a whole bunch of Clinique stuff. So I actually got the exact stuff that we bought. Okay. This is crazy. Is the Clinique Super Balanced Makeup in Cream. So I'm going to use good old makeup wedge. So shake it up a little bit. And then I remember I used to like do this. Whoa. Alright, let's see. We'll make it work. By the way, this is also for dry, combination, oily skin. So at the time, I probably had like a ton of little zits in there, and although my skin always felt more on the dry side, what teenager doesn't have hormonal acne? So I'm sure that's why the woman chose that for me. She was probably like, this is perfect for you, and that was the last time in my life I ever had anything that was supposed to mattify. But feels nice. It's not dewy like I like, but so yeah, so I went to high school between 1993 and 1997. I didn't really do the whole brown lipstick thing that all the young people now are like, oh, it's so 90s, it's brown lipstick. I feel like that was totally a thing, and I remember, like, I can picture it on certain people's faces that I went to high school with, but I have no lips, and there was no way I was going to put a dark anything on there. Like, no, not a chance. I don't even think I wore anything on my lips, to be honest. All right, so now I'm going to do translucent powder. I'm using Laura Mercier, and I'm using a brush of some sort because the Clinique powder came with a little brush. So I'm not cheating. I would have used a brush. Now I'm just gonna do it around the edges because that's really where I did it. And my T-zone. Now we're going to do blush, and the blush I used was exactly this one, 01 New Clover. I don't even know if this blush is gonna look good on my skin. I just know they thought so in 1994. So hopefully I don't look completely outdated with it on. Okay, and I'm gonna use Alright, that's the way we did it. So I'm just going to, I probably did it like this. I don't think the color is horrible, but I didn't wear bronzer, so I'm going to be super pale. Okay. Oh, another thing I wanted to do was my brows were definitely bushier. But I didn't like line them or anything, so I'm not doing anything to them today because I didn't do anything in high school. Alright, so I've done pretty much my face. They actually had the exact color, ivory bisque and bronze satin. I remember this is what I bought, and it comes with... Ooh. So I'm going to do it the way the woman showed me because I totally remember exactly what she said to do. So I'm just going to get a bunch of product on here. This is so funny. We didn't tap it off. Alright, should I don't know what to do. I'm scared. Alright, so basically she told me to put it all over my lid. So I'm going to do that. Oh my god. Whoa. These things definitely put a lot of product on. This little applicator thing is so short. I've got that color all over my lid and all the way up to my thing. And now I'm going to go in with the darker color. And the way the woman told me was to basically draw a V along your lash line and in the crease and then fill it in. Oh, this is so weird. I totally remember my makeup looking like this. So weird. It's kind of fun though. I keep wanting to tap it off, but I know I didn't tap it off back then. See, this is like not a fun brush at all. Or not brush. I bought roast coffee. So I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna do what I think of as like the 90s eyeliner look. I felt like it was very popular to have a sort of thicker band on your upper lash and then it would get, you know, thinner and there was like a little sort of a little flick at the end. Not a winged liner, it just was sort of a stumpy, like just to sort of lift the eye there. And then I have this big space in there, so you've got to like connect to the bottom. Okay, and then I curled my lashes and we didn't buy the Clinique mascara. My sister was like, oh, I know the best mascara, and we went to CVS or something and we bought the Great Lash. Never looked back. I hate this mascara now. So the fact that I'm even using it is like, because I'm trying to be true to the look. It's so weird. My makeup looks... This is so weird, actually, seeing myself like this. Like, I just looked in the mirror and I was like, it's like I'm transported or something, like, minus the wrinkles, of course. I definitely think I need some concealer, for sure. Now I'm going to do the mascara, and look at this wand. So lame. Alright guys, so here's the finished look. This is me in 1994 or 95. This is the look. This is what I used to do in the 90s. I didn't do the brown lipstick thing, but it's definitely pale, it's definitely matte, and it definitely has a thick liner. And I cannot believe that Clinique still sells this stuff. It's crazy! Like, I took a trip back in time. I loved the 90s. I loved the music from the 90s. I loved my high school. I loved my high school friends. I had a really good time back then, and I am very reminiscent. Yeah, it was fun to do this and reminisce about an aspect that I really never think about anymore. So, it's pretty cool. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I definitely enjoyed this video, and if I could, I would play some 90s music right now, but I can't. So just think about it in your head, and have a good day. The one thing I didn't want to happen is I didn't want anyone at my school to know that I was wearing makeup. Like, not that I cared if people knew, but I just didn't want to look so different that people were going to be like, what? You know, like, in high school, you just want to, like, blend in, just disappear into the wall. And wouldn't you know, when I got into school, I remember I was walking through, and I was like, oh, there's my locker. And I'm like, all right, no one's looking. And then this one girl who was like the type of person that like would call you out on anything. She was like, Barbara is wearing makeup. I was so mortified, and like I don't even think anyone was even like, whatever, they didn't care. But it felt like the world had just ended, and like her voice was like reverberating in my brain, and there was like a spotlight on me. It's crazy.